the most important of all is to pray for good harvest for the next year. We are walking on the street of the Dong village, and we are happy to have with us many villagers. Not only the local villagers, we also have the tourists from outside the village. And later we will give you some information about the Dong village and the people's life. So what is your favorite food? I prefer the glutinous rice. And personally speaking, I prefer the fish, the long table meal. It's a whole collection of the banquet of the local meals. In the New Year celebration for the Dong people, they will have a lot of meals. The rich collection includes the fish, the glutinous rice, and the beef cake, and the roasted pig, and a lot of other dishes. These are typical cuisine of the Dong people. You can see as we walk on the street, there are lots of tourists around. Hi. This is the CGTN live stream. We're happy to have this auntie with us, this lady. We came across this lady on the street. Do you know what are the street treasures for the Dong ethnic group? I have the answer, but I hope you also know the answer. So what are the street treasures for the Dong people? I'm a local from the Dong ethnic group. The three treasures are the drum tower and the bridge, the wind and rain bridge, the drum tower, and also the grand song of the Dong people, the grand song a cappella. So the grand song a cappella, the wind and the rain bridge, and the drum tower are the three treasures for the Dong people. And the drum tower is located in the Dong village. So we have three treasures in the Dong village. We have the grand song a cappella, the drum tower, and also then the wind and rain bridge. The drum tower has 8 angles. We will show you in front of us. So the drum tower is in the shape of octagon. The octagon shape represents good harvest and good luck. So the drum tower is very grand, just like the Great People's Hall in Beijing. Now we are walking towards the drum tower. That is it. This is the drum tower of the Dong people. Do you see that? The octagon drum tower is surrounded and packed by tourists. As today is the new year for the Dong people, many elderly and kids have walked out of their homes to pay visits to the drum tower. What a New Year celebration! This is quite tall. The drum tower is high. It has 8 angles. Each of the 8 angles points to a dragon direction. Let's go further to check what's out there for us to see. As you see on the screen, there are villagers with decorations who are preparing for a grand song. They are wearing local costumes. The costumes look pure and simple. We have a big crowd here. Not only the players, but also the tourists are swarming on the streets. Now let's give the camera to the singers. Let's turn the camera to our faces. It feels quite freezing today. And let's go ahead to check out more about the life of the people. Such a big crowd here on the street. I think we need to keep going. I can really feel the genuine hospitality of the Dong people today. Even on the street, the people are so warm and enthusiastic. They are all here for the New Year celebrations. So please say hi to the online viewers of CGTN channel. Hello everyone. These pretty girls are all Dong people. So maybe we can greet the online viewers with the local dialect. They just said Happy New Year to the online viewers. And these girls are all local. And you can see on the screen, it's fully packed with tourists and the people. For the New Year celebration of the Dong people this year, it's so crowded, and it's here you can feel the festive atmosphere. We hope for even better for the next year. You can hear the fireworks nearby. there is a local custom which asks people to pay visits to other households. So today there will be many people outside the village who will come around to pay visits to the villagers. And this is part of the local culture. So the people from another village comes here to have meals during the New Year fest celebration. This is an important custom for the local people. In our daily life, we usually invite friends to come home and join us in family meals. And this is a similar custom for different people from different villages to exchange meals. Such a big crowd, and I bet you hear the fireworks just now. So many people in front of us. We watched a local performance by the villagers, which is an important local custom. And the local villagers are carrying a goat, and they are walking the goat on the street. I bet you have seen a lot of customs of the Dong people. Just now on the street, there is a line of parade. People were carrying the goat, and some were decorating themselves as a clown. And the New Year celebrations is one of the most joyful moments of the Dong people. And during the New Year celebrations, they invite their close family members and relatives around. And everyone is a part of the grand celebration. There are a lot more local folk customs. The people are wearing makeups, and they carry their pets, and these are the features celebrations. and features part of the folk culture. And everyone are putting on their local costume, just like what I am wearing today. And later we will show you the embroidery work of the Dong people. As you see, I'm also wearing silverware on my head, all made of silver, two combs and hats, and also the silver silver necklace. You know, this silverware is in the shape of a bird. The silverware of the Dong people are made for a long time. Since ancient times, the Dong people preferred to make the silverware. It originated from some simple patterns, but along with the time, the trend has developed and progressed to become more complicated and adaptive to the local people's needs. And for example, this necklace made of silver, it used to have only one ring, but now this has 3 rings. The silver ornament is preferred by the Dong people, especially during the New Year celebrations. You know, everyone prefers to wear something new for the New Year, so that's the same for the Dong people. The street is fully packed with people today. And check it out, in front of us, people are making local dishes. They are cooking beef. The group meal will start soon, so the people are busy making the dishes. The vegetables, the materials are ready, and the local people are cooking. They're doing the preparation work. And I believe tonight we will have a big celebration. We will have a big meal. And we will also show you another folk art, another folk custom, which is cooking glutinous rice cakes. The local people are making glutinous rice cakes. It's well made now. Take a bite. Could you please say hi to the online viewers of CGTN live streaming? How do you feel about the New Year celebrations of the Dong people? We really enjoy ourselves. We're having a good time. So everyone is saying hi to the online viewers. And I feel like taking a bite of the glutinous rice cakes. So let me take a bite of the rice cake. This is made of glutinous rice. It is typical to the Dong people. It's very yummy, truly delicious. So where do you come from? I'm from Guangxi. We are going to taste the sour fish, but we have to follow the rules in order to eat the fish. In order to have a bite of the fish, you need to finish a dance. You can't take away the food for free. You need to contribute with the dance. So as part of the dance, you cooperate with the dancer in order to get a fish. The fish is also a part of the local folk art culture. If you can get the fish successfully, that means you are good at it, and you can only get the fish with your mouth instead of the hands. How do you feel about the salty fish? Is it delicious? Yes, it's delicious, and one thing special about it is that it tastes salty, and also the tastes are very unusually good. My hands feel so glutinous because of taking the food. Dear friends online, do you feel like taking a bite? So the local style, the local food includes the glutinous rice cakes, the kipper, and the glutinous rice cake is very special. It feels very good and it's very sweet and glutinous. So what's in front of us? There seems to be a big crowd over there. The local people are catching fish in a pond. What a crowd there. We couldn't fit ourselves into the crowd because not only the tourists are here, but also the villagers and the people living in the adjacent villages. And the temperature for today is below 0 Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius. Despite the cold weather, the people are enthusiastic about the folk activities, including fishing. It's so cold that I'm having a runny nose today. And next time, if it feels warmer, I may opt for fishing as well. And today the weather is not so nice. It's smoggy. And you can find the red lanterns are hanging on the trees and on the houses. I believe it will be more picturesque with the sunshine. But unluckily, there is no sunshine today. And today we have a lot of celebrations, like the dancing, the songs, including the pretty girls who are going to carry the wine and tour around the village. And yesterday I was on the second level of a building and I saw a pretty girl walking on the street who was touring around the village to pray for good harvest for the upcoming year. Each village has their own custom, but one thing in common is to pray for good harvest and for good health. Something what is that smells so nice? I believe it's the glutinous rice cake made from the brown sugar. So as we walked through the street, we have encountered villagers who were making the glutinous rice cakes, who were fishing in the pond. And these are the famous local customs of the Dong people. Even before October every year, people will make preparations for make salty fish. And the fish are also locally grown. And the handmade fish will taste both sour and sweet. And tonight we will have a big crowd joining the long table meal. We are approaching the drum tower. And we will later show you the embroidery work of the Dong people. My mother herself is good at making embroidery crafts. So how about you? Are you skillful? Well, my skills are so-so. But if I try really, really hard, I can only finish a single embroidery of a flower. And the embroidery includes many types. And these are little known to the man. Take my costume, for example. You need to complete the embroidery through needle by needle, stitch by stitch. And I decided I should learn something from the embroidery workers. And now, as most people are working out of the village, the embroidery craftsmen, and the number of the embroidery workers are growing less and smaller. So we need to expand the skills in order to preserve the craftsmanship. And the patterns embroidered are mostly the birds, the fishes, and the pattern may change as the way you put it changes. And embroidery work takes a long time. To complete an embroidered costume, it may even take 1 year to finish the piece. For example, such a small piece will take almost half a year to complete. For those tourists who pay their first visit to the Dong village, they find this place quite natural. And a few tourists know about the New Year's, local New Year for the Dong people. And this means they will enjoy an extra vacation for 2 days during the New Year celebrations. And the people feel enthusiastic about the upcoming New Year, just as we were as small kids. And as a part of the celebrations, the local people will also host the bonfire party. So in the past, the families will contribute the fires, contribute the wood to make the bonfire. And the people normally pay visit to the drum towers during special occasions, for example, receiving VIP guests, not in their daily lives. The songs are also an important part of the local culture. The boys usually pair with girls as a band to play music and sing songs. And if a girl is to select his ideal counterpart, she may send a wallet or a pocket to the boy. The female embroiderer is making a shoe. So what are you making? I'm trying to make a bag. So is it very difficult to make it? Yes, I need to use 2 needles. To complete a flower or a blossom, it takes 2 or 3 days. And this female embroiderer is making the local style shoes. You can check the details of the patterns on the shoe surface. And the shoes are usually presented during the weddings. And the white part represents a special technique for the embroidery work of the Dong people. On my way here, I told my partner that I'm going to learn some skills from you. So maybe you can teach me and show me how to do it. So the four female embroiders are doing a training to our hostess. She's teaching the skills necessary for making the stitches. By pulling the needle down, you make a stitch, and by pulling it up, you make another stitch. The embroidery skill is one of the most important skills to the local people, especially to the girls. Once the girls were born, their mothers began to prepare for their wedding. Their mothers prepared the dowry, mostly the embroidery work. It takes the female embroider who is quite skilled enough to finish a blossom within 3 days. And she is wearing local costume made of local plant. The local cloth is dyed through different processes. To make such a clothing, we need 2 days. From making the cloth to finish the garment, it usually takes almost 1 month. So 1 piece of garment within 1 month. When we visited the Dong villages in the past, we saw many elderly who wear the same clothing as yours. In the process of making the clothing, the egg white is added to the materials to retain the color. And this clothing contains the luster because the Dong people used to live by the waters. So we prefer the brightness, and that's why we keep the luster on the surface of the clothing. There is a local style skirt. Similar to this piece. It's purely handmade and it's quite hard. And you wouldn't feel like wearing it because it's very precious and rare. Only in special occasions, for example, the weddings or joining a wedding ceremony, you will feel like wearing such pleated skirt. I hear the local people like singing songs, and those who are good friends will usually join the same singing class. So there are the singers who are more skillful and who are mostly the elderly. A singing class is like a singing school. We sing while we eat. We sing while making the embroidery work. We sing even when we chat. So the songs contains everything of our culture, history, and art. We have a lot of songs, including the grand songs, the little songs, and songs in other styles. So how about singing a song together? Since today is the New Year celebration, how about we sing a song to greet and welcome the guests? Okay, let's have a group song. Welcome to the Dong village during the New Year celebrations. Next, we are going to visit a local family to see how the glutinous rice cakes are made. Previously, I also picked up a Dong song, usually sung by the girls. When we walked down the street, we saw people making the glutinous rice cakes, but not every one of us succeeded at getting one piece. But now we can get whatever we want at this household. And these are the tools for making the glutinous rice cakes.
用柴火蒸出来的这个糯米饭真的是很香，就比那个就是我们就是平常在城市里面用的那种蒸锅呀，要好得多。哇，看一下，好香！哇塞！
The glutinous rice are cooked on the firewood stove. It's different from what we eat in cities. And glutinous rice made in this way tastes much better. So let me take a bite. So what are the eggs for?
我刚刚手就是很黏啊，然后刚刚那个路上那个阿姨送了我2张纸。
After picking up the glutinous rice cakes, my hands are so sticky.
用那个蛋黄来弄吗？用那个再蒸一下。哦，再蒸一下，然后就可以了。
And the eggs are usually cooked together with the rice. And these are homegrown eggs. Let me show you the mountain view and the paddy fields. In front of us, there is a small paddy field and the local style houses. Some are under renovation. The rice have been cut off, but we believe in the near future we will have a good harvest. Now, as the rice is well cooked, we can start making the rice cakes. And this is my favorite part. Although it's energy consuming, I really like it. So before we make the rice cakes, we cook the rice well and put it into a pot. And we give force to the wooden bar. And we give the surface of the pot a layer of water. And the glutinous rice cakes are only made in the New Year celebrations. It's really energy consuming. So who else would like to have a try? I feel exhausted. I think it's a better job for men because they have more energy. the more force you give to the rice feels more glutinous.
我期待88。
这个我们那个结婚呐、都会挑到的那个
18。
女方家，对，18，男方家要挑自己我们的挑的。
Glutinous rice cakes are usually prepared during special occasions, including the weddings. And for weddings, the bridegroom's family need to prepare the rice cakes. And when rare guests come to your house, you also cook the rice cakes.
吃相似的时候呀，然后还有就是过年的时候呀，结婚的时候呀，然后有重大节日的时候啊。
So as I mentioned, for rare occasions like the weddings, the New Year celebrations, and for the grand meals,
然后才开始糯米，
we
都还好，就是
make the glutinous rice cakes.
他换那个没有热的话，他不会那个。
对啊，越到后面越黏，越到后面越黏。而且打糍粑需要技巧啊，特别是下面那个用手弄的。
And cooking the rice cake
要不然的话会抽到手。
need skills. While you give force to the wood bar, you also
你看这个紧扣。
give the shape. Also give the shape to the rice with your hand movements. And you must be cautious with your hands
干什么？就是你从远处看
in order not to touch the wood bar.
照相拍下来的话，就会。
Otherwise, you will be hurt.
一般城里面基本上都不会见到这个八槽了，八槽现在基本上都只会在乡下呀，然后才会有。现在有些
And the
县城里面
pot
它也
for
会有这个八槽
making the glutinous rice cakes are rarely seen in the cities. Can only be found in the villages. So how long do we work on it?
半个小时还是10多分钟？
Half an hour or 10 minutes?
快的话也得10多分钟。我觉得我刚刚按照我那个。
Well, the fastest speed takes 10 minutes. But you can do it as long as you want, as long as 1 hour.
吃着的话就会，就是那种很 QQ 的感觉。
And the time
有些没有。
and the length of time you spend on it will determine how glutinous it will become.
然后我们就是像邓家我们的那个糯米啊，它做出来的那个就是糯米饭有很多种颜色，可能很多人没有见过，有红色、黑色、黄色。
The rice cakes can be black, yellow, or red.
染成的，就比如说我们黄
And the
色
colors
黑色
come
它都是
from the
自然的那个
plants
树叶，像黄色的
that
话
are grown in the
黄
villages.
色的花，
For example, from the
黄
leaves
色的糯米饭。
or yellow
这
flowers
个呢是一种树叶，也是自然植物，然后染成
or
黑
from
色
black leaves.
所以说我们豆家的，就是多彩糯米饭也是很好吃的哟。
And the glutinous rice cakes are really delicious.
感觉现在好黏了耶。感觉现在好黏了，好像感觉应该快好了吧？应该快好了。你要不要试一下？让他试一下，让吴哥试一下。你们来试一下，对。因为已经很黏了，很黏了已经。
I think it's glutinous enough. I think it's well made.
而且到后面很不好踩。快好了，我感觉快好了，真的。
过年之后经常去帮妈妈采。
The longer you work on it, the easier it will become.
我们刚刚在那个主街上面，他们不是我抢了一坨糯米饭吗？那个就没有打好，因为太多游客了，大家都等着吃，所以说他就打了一下，就赶紧抓起来了，但是那个米啊都还没有给它打散。 吃。你看现在都很黏了，再给大家看一下，哇，你看现在已经很黏了，已经非常黏了。
As you see on the screen, the rice seems glutinous enough to become cakes.
经常光光挖彩，瞎子说。
其实我们今天跟大家其实也说了好多我们侗族的这些东西啊。对，最开始说到了我们侗族的三宝啊。不知道央视新闻的朋友们，你们还记不记得
Today we begin our live stream with posing a question on the three treasures of the Dong people. So what are the three treasures of the Dong people? Well, the first is the drum tower. The second is the grand song a cappella. The third is the rain and wind bridge.
对啊，我刚刚就知道，还是别人帮我抢的，还是我朋友帮我抢到了烟雨。
吃的不容易，还要跳舞，步伐要跟他一样的。
对，步伐还得跟他。
And also the kipper.
我觉得好吃啊，我觉得烟鱼特别好吃啊。
I succeeded at getting one bite of the fish, and I think it is very delicious.
太酸的呢，我就觉得太酸了。
The fish maintains a good balance of the flavor between sour and sweetness.
然后加的那个烟鱼，还有那个烤肉一起。
My favorite dish is the glutinous rice cakes, going together with the kipper.
好吃，对对对，就是那个烟鱼在煎的时候就会很香，煎的时候就感觉真的超香。还有多久可以吃？再打一下，差不多可以吃了。我都流口水了。我感觉我都要流口水了。这个是火鸡，我们准备拿来蒸我们的糍粑。现在不是糯米了，现在变成糍粑了。现在变成糍粑，可以了吗？
我也可以吃，
可以吃了。
那我那时候来的。
再打一点点。
The glutinous rice cakes are well made.
这个我觉得蛮黏了，真打得很黏。
来么多的。
哎，就是打糍粑的时候也可以唱侗歌嘛。
对。
哎，你唱首侗歌来。我们来。
While making the rice cakes, it is also a custom to sing.
唱劳动歌，唱什么歌？
刚才那个歌啊，哦，这侗族不爱唱歌啊，可以啊，我们一起唱啊。
然后还有什么？还有什么歌可以单唱？我突然发现这个情景好适合唱一首歌，你知道吗？就是女孩子在打，男孩子在打粑粑，然后女孩子在下面，就感觉有点特别适合《天心明月》那首歌。
可以啊，可以啊。
唱，那我们唱《天心明月》。
And this scene reminds me of a song
对。
that are usually sung by the girls and boys. So how about you start the song?
啊
Finally, it's well done.
这个就是变成糯米了，从糯
The
米
glutinous rice cakes of the Dong people.
我发现我
It's cooked from the glutinous rice.
现在我们要多吃点哦，多吃点。好，颠打都颠流口水了。
I think this time you can have a bigger share.
好用蛋，哦，然后开始这样揉捏，揉捏，然后用蛋，然后这样揉捏，不停的揉捏。
You take a small part away
饼饼，圆形的饼饼，好就可以这样了。
and give it a round shape.
两个人一起吧，这样弄得快一些。我感觉我有点等不及，
By putting some egg white to the surface.
我感觉我有点等不及了，我感觉我的口水要流下来了。
I can't wait.
哎，可以了，拿4个，然后我们就全部拿到里面去。
好了，糍粑好了，你们想吃吗？我觉得我吃这么一坨的话，可能今天晚上不用吃长桌宴了。
Dear online viewers, these are the well-made, handmade, glutinous rice cakes of the Dong people.
吃这个糍粑，我今天晚上就可以不用吃晚饭了。我们可以拿
And taking such a rice cake will save me the dinner.
够了，我们就走吧，我们就进去吧。把它转过来。哎呀，看了将近有多少时长？
今天就可以尝到2道美食了，3道了，糯米饭、腌鱼，还有
糍粑。
我们也叫做年糕，侗族的也叫年糕。
对，但是还没有吃到牛瘪。
牛瘪啊，牛瘪长春宴，等一下，带你去长春宴。
今天还没有吃到牛瘪，
还有红肉，
还有对，还有红肉。红肉是什么呢？就是用那个肉。
Not only the glutinous rice cakes, there are also other
拌上我们的
features dishes
加上我们的生
for the local people, like the
对，
beef
然后就是因为给它
and the
除了肉
pork
是熟的以外，其他都是生的。
对，还有几道从山上来的。
and the pork is very special because the meat itself is cooked ripe,
但是那个
but the other
很好的
slices are raw.
中草药哎，因为鱼腥草的话，它有那个降火，它可以降火。
And there is another
特别喜欢吃
meal made of the local plant, which has the functions of traditional Chinese medicine.
必不可少的，必须得吃。就像这段时间，
And the local plant is called the cordate
贵州人就一直说我们是
Hotunia.
二根护体，真的超好吃。我们在哪吃啊？我们在哪吃？
And the local cuisine
那边有火
tastes
是吧
all good.
好嘞。
So where should we have the glutinous rice
我们
cakes?
开始吃糍粑了。
We need to find a table.
开心。在这边吧，这边有火炉。
Let's put the cakes near the stove.
看一个小人儿。当当，这是我们侗族，这是我们侗族的娃娃。这个娃娃
And I'm showing what I'm showing is a local figurine
做的是吗？对，都是我们孩子们，就是
made by the mothers.
组成了一个队，然后呢，他们就是用闲暇时间呢，就做
The mothers in the neighborhood
非物质文化遗产的这种娃娃，上面
founded a interest club, and they make such figurines wearing local costumes.
好，这是我们的荷包，这上面都是刺绣哦，这上面都是刺绣。
And this is the embroidery
妈妈
work
绣的，这是妈妈
made by the mothers, the female embroiders.
呀呀呀！过年了，过年了，过年了！看一下我们的粑粑，我们的粑粑马上好了。吃糍粑啦！吃糍粑。哎，真的，我们就是侗族人啊，就是要吃糍粑，然后才会觉得像过年了。 就像我们平常过
The
年
glutinous rice cakes are necessary for the New Year celebrations for the Dong people. Apart from the fish and the meat, they need to have, they can't go without the glutinous rice cakes.
这个你拿这个不拿手，
不拉手，
So, shall we give it a go?
这样子，这样子。
这上面是油哦，你这边还好像还有油。
没有那个
就是
不拿手了。
我们顿厨的美女做的糍粑，好吃吗？
好吃，
美女，
好吃。这个
Is it good? Yes, it tastes so nice.
要糯很多，因为它
And this piece is even more glutinous than the one I ate on the street because it takes a longer time to make it.
颗粒全部打没，全部要粘连在一起。
The longer time of work efforts give it more glutinous effect.
最美的姑娘做的糍粑。
好吃，自己打出来的那个。
And this glutinous rice cake is made by the most pretty girl in the Dong family.
弹琴啊。
And even when eating the glutinous rice cakes, people also sing. We are having a good time.
然后也是情歌，情歌中的一种。
The song we sang just now is about love.
姐妹，你们想不想娶回家呀？
水洞族姑娘，我跟你说很贵的，
啊？
要10头牛、10头猪，还要100担糯米。就是侗族姑娘真的。
You need to pay a lot in order to marry a Dong girl. You need to give the girl's family a lot of cows and glutinous rice
就是我们现在的糍粑呀，也是
and rice cakes.
就是我们就是嫁娶姑娘的时候也会用到的，就是很多时候就是，我发现跟我们就是城市里面的就是那些姑娘们结婚不一样啊。不一样。我们看，我们还有
The custom for marrying girls is different from the weddings in the cities.
然后还有什么？还有衣服，还有我
The
们侗族的衣服。
Wedding gifts that the
还有侗鞋，就是
bridegrooms need to prepare include the embroidery
绣
还有包包啊、
shoes
鞋垫哦，对了，还有鞋垫。
and other embroidery work,
还有那些绣花的鞋，那些像这个就是我们侗族的这个平安的护身符，
and also the shoe pads
是我们侗族的孩子一出生，妈妈
and the auspicious pockets.
一个平安福袋，是护身符。
These are usually prepared by the mothers
对，就要就是
of the
一起
girls
让他健康成
once
长
they were
快快
born.
长大
And this promises good health for the baby. And the pattern
说得好好啊，
are taken from nature. The patterns are phoenix and dragon in the Chinese culture. It holds
刺绣传
an auspicious meaning.
去比赛的时候有一等奖的，就是
哦，一等奖，看见没有？这个
人家县的一等奖。
从江
And we even got the first prize for the embroidery work in the local county. This female embroider is very
下次我要跟
skillful.
你学刺绣，我要跟你学习一下。
I think next time, if I have more chances, I will learn more skills from you on this embroidery
专
work.
门来洞房来学，专门来学。
对，洞房对我们来说也不只是一个房子，而是承载我们一群侗族青年人回归村寨这么一个理想。那我们也希望通过我们建立这样一个共同贡献，能够吸引更多
The Dong style houses are not only for dwelling purposes, they also represent our inner desire for getting the young people back to their villages.
100民宿只是住嘛，然后你这个地方就承载着很多我们
Yes, I also noticed that point.
刺绣啊，然后还有我们的一些
It represents
包括黔东南
the non
什么，之前我还看到有蜡染啊，
the non
对，这些都是我们
culture
怕的这些。
this cultural heritage of the Dong people.
我们侗族不仅有刺绣，还有织锦，这个就是织锦，给大家看一下，这个叫做织锦，上面的这一块，这一小块就是织锦。
We not only have the embroidery work, but also the brocade.
织布机，然后有纺线，然后有纺纱。
We also have the weavers and
没有的话就没有办法给大家展
the
示。因
silks
为我们的就是布啊，我们
for making the brocade.
都是自己用织布机，然后还有我们的纺纱，刚开始是纺纱，把纱纺好了
The
之后呢
brocade
就把
and
织
the
布机上
materials
然
are
后还
purely
然
handmade.
后就把成品的布织完了之后呢，我们再拿来做衣裳。所以说我们侗族从头到脚呢，都是用
First, we made the materials into the cloth, and we make the cloth into the
有
garment.
机会的话，大家都可以来。
The whole process is
侗
handmade.
族的文化呢
If you have the
就是
chance,
非
please
常的
come here and pay a
特别是
visit
歌
to the
特别喜欢
village.
就是侗族的歌，因为歌呀，真的，我觉得唱歌这种东西就真的可以
This
让你
place
觉
is
得
famous
很
for
开
not
心
only
啊
its skills but also
真
the
的像我跟你
songs,
说，我
the
要
folk
是心
songs.
情不好了或者什么，我就直接唱动歌。
By joining in the group song, you really have a good
一
time.
起去更龙华这边唱歌。
哦，对，那个不是我们不是
Even when you work in the fields,
会唱劳动歌嘛？
you also sing the songs
也差不多。那
on the theme of labor.
最后用动语跟大家就是
可以呀、
大家互动一下。
我们这样吧，我们教大家说几句动话嘛。
好，
这样吧，
How about teach some
那我们
local dialect to the online viewers?
因为今天大家新年嘛，那就教这位先
You
生
know,
说
today we're celebrating the new year for the Dong culture. So how about how to say Happy New Year in the local dialect?
打你来，
打你来，
我们大家一起再说一遍哈，像我们一起。
Dani Lai is the local language for Happy New Year.
再说一个，你好，伢奶，
How to say hello?
伢奶，
拿来，
对，
来，那我们来一起来，
1、2、3，伢奶。还说一个，最后我们再说一个，因为我马上要到晚饭时间了，我们等一下要去吃饭，然后我们就叫大家说一个吃饭
As we're going to have dinner,
姜狗。
how to say
这个你知道？
江狗，
好，因为今天
have a
的直
meal?
播今天直播我们也差不多了，然后我们再用侗族语言跟大家说再见。
As we are approaching the end of today's live stream, how to say goodbye to the online viewers?
怎么说？
再见是面从汉语出来的，我们这边没有
拜
再见。
哦，没有再见，拜了，拜了，拜了，拜了，拜了，拜了，拜了，拜
It's the same as the Han ethnic group.
对，
Bye.
拜了是吧？拜酱糕，拜酱糕。央视新闻的朋友们，今天我们的直播就
So let's wrap it up. Dear online viewers, thank you for watching. And stay tuned to our channel. And please come here and visit the village. Thank you.